Yo, yo. Welcome to the Injekt podcast. This is the Hustlers podcast. And today, I have a special guest. This is one of San Bernardino's finest barbers. We got
Hey,
D Blessed, a.k.a. Daniel.
what's up? What
What's
up?
up, man? How you doing?
Good.
Hi. So, I wanted to talk to you about some stuff. For those who don't know, you own your own barbershop, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy. So let's go back. How did you start with the whole process of actually cutting hair? How did you start cutting up hair? Like, what was
Cutting
your
hair. Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty sure I started like most people on the porch. um, Started off when I was let me see, for sure high school. I want to say sophomore year, bro.
So in high school,
Since high school, bro.
who were you cutting up?
Um, to be honest, some of the same people I cut up to this day.
So it was just like your homeboys or
My
family members.
homies, my family. I mean, I'll just say it started off like this. When I was younger, I had fresh cuts all the time. I was like, just like everybody else, like you. I know you. You like to stay fresh, my boy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So when I was in high school, that was me. I was like, I gotta have a fresh cut. I don't care. So I stayed having fresh cuts, and I had a homeboy who couldn't afford haircuts like me. Thank God I was able to afford haircuts, and he would see me, and for some reason I don't know why he thought like he has a fresh cut, he could probably cut hair like that.
Yeah.
So he couldn't afford haircuts though, and he's like, "Yo, think you could give me a haircut like yours?"
And you were like, whoa.
I'm like, I'll try it. So that's how I started, bro. Literally, I was like, cool, I'll try it.
So he
And
gave you a shot.
yeah, so he gave me a shot. But I used to always watch my barber, um, some guy. His name was Fernando. I still know him. He used to cut hair at a barbershop called the Chop Shop over there in San Bernardino,
Mhm.
off of Highland. I don't know the cross street. It was on Highland though. It's called the Chop Shop. It's not there no longer, but the guy still cuts hair to this day. He's a cool friend of mine. I don't really talk to him much. He's an older cat, but I used to always watch him cut my hair, bro. And I was like, man, this is that's tight. And I don't know why I had an interest in it. So of course, when my friend asked me, hey, can you do
Can you
that?
cut it?
Can you cut it? I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Man, I jacked that guy up so many
Oh
times.
man, that's all bad. But that's the way you learn, though.
Exactly. Practice makes perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Practice
So
makes
what made you think? When was the point that you made you think? You know what? I could turn this into a business. I can actually cut good hair, and people will come back to me.
Yeah. Once I had a line on my porch, bro.
Oh, it was
The
like
moment
that.
I had people coming, waiting, on my porch, $5 a head, and I was doing this for fun. It was just like, dude, I think I want to do this. You know what I mean? And back then, of course, I thought I had to, probably go to school, but it wasn't. I didn't really have to do all that. I mean, there's barbers who don't even go to school and are still fresh. So,
Yeah.
that's how I started. I just started without a license, just practicing, bro. Practice makes
Yeah.
perfect.
Cause I know I met you at Superfades. That's where I
Yep.
met you. At that point, did you have a license?
No, I didn't.
No.
Nah.
So when did you decide to get a license and go legit?
All right. So honestly, I gotta thank God for my mom, cause my mom was the one who told me, if you're gonna cut hair, if this is what you decide, like as long as you live in my house, you're gonna make a career out of it. So you're gonna go to school. So maybe any licensed barbers out there, maybe they don't have that mentality, but thank God for my mom, I had that mentality, bro. And not knowing, like, man, it took me far, and so that was it. I mean, it's not that I wanted to go to school. It's kind of like I was forced to go to school,
Yeah.
but in the end, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and my mom said go to school, and I went, bro.
Yeah, and it benefited you for the long run.
Oh yeah,
I remember at that point, I want to say when you started going to school, you started charging more. You went
yeah,
up on prices, and I
yeah.
remember I was a client of yours, and I was like, "Damn, bro, how you gonna do me like that, man?" Because it
I
literally it
already
went
know.
up, and I was like, "Man, if this fool comes with a rollie in his arm, like and his wrist, I'm gonna be mad." But I
Yeah,
wasn't hating on you because of the fact that you said I got plans for this. I'm trying to
yeah,
open up my own shop. When did you
yeah,
decide to
yeah,
open up
yeah.
your own shop? Cause things were good right there at Superphase.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
vibe was cool.
yeah.
People were cool. You had good clientele. Like, so what made you decide? You know what? I need to do it on my own.
Honestly, honestly, I had dreams of opening a shop, but I'm 25 years old, bro, and never did I think at this age I was gonna have it. I was literally thinking about 30 years old, 40. I mean, I was thinking when I was older I was gonna have a shop, but really, bro, I would say like, that's why I named my barbershop. It's called Blessings. I felt like it was a blessing, bro, from God Himself. Just because I like I said I didn't plan it, and well, one thing for sure is I knew that I wanted better for myself. Once I was at Superfades, not saying nothing about Superfades because I love those guys over there. Those are my bros, but I just knew that I wanted better for myself. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone wants better for themselves.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality that I had, and just one day to the next, I remember me and my wife were driving down the street, and we seen a for lease sign. Empty, semi-empty plaza, a lot of space open. I was like, let's try it. Let's call. I mean, never know. Sure enough, called, talked to the guy. Everything went hand in hand. Everything went smoothly, and bam, opened my own shop, bro. I never planned it. It just happened. So, you
What
know
were
what I
the
mean?
early struggles in that? Because I know it has to be difficult to just open something out of the blue, especially
Oh
because you've
yeah.
never dealt with business like that, correct?
Oh yeah.
I
No.
mean, you've had your own business. You have to deal with clients and stuff like
Mhm.
that, but your own barbershop. Now you have employees. Now you have somewhere to worry about. You're paying rent now. Like, what were your early struggles?
Um, there was a lot of struggles. Mostly came by faith, bro. Me just opening it, not having that one barber, to go through with me. Most people that I know, like that open a shop, they at least have somebody that's gonna come and help them out. But I don't know, bro. For some reason, I just knew it was gonna work. I had faith, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. Like. But the worst that could happen is I fail. But what else? You know what
But
I
you
mean?
tried.
I tried. That's at least I can say I tried.
Yeah.
So I opened the shop, and I was the only barber there for about a month. Then I had two more apprentices come help me out. One is there till this day, and one ended up not working out. But yeah, bro, I was there holding it down, bro. I remember I was doing 15-minute haircuts, bro, at a point where like I'm doing like 30 haircuts a day, every 15 minutes knocking them out just because it was so packed that I had to, hurry up. Not that I wanted to, I had to. So I just remember long days, me and that one barber and me busting out like 30 heads, bro. Like, so it was tough, bro. And there was times where I thought, dang, maybe this might not work out, but thank God it did.
Hey, what did you have trouble finding barbers to work with you that will take it serious? Because I know there's a lot of barber shops that don't really take it serious. There's some people that mess around all the time. Either I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's a bad thing, but they're drinking, smoking.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a kicking spot, and that's not what your barber shop is about. Because quickly, I've noticed when I did go over there, because I wanted to support you. Don't get me wrong, but
No, I feel you.
the way that I was going, I wasn't really working. I'm
Yeah,
like, I
and
can't
you're
even
way over here
afford
now,
them.
so
Yeah,
that's
so I was
gas.
just
I
like,
feel it.
man. But I did notice when I first went to your spot that it was different. It's not the same as every other one.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't play curse words on your music. You're Christian, right?
Yeah.
And you're into your faith. What made you go that route?
Um. So yeah. Good question. Like I chose to only hire licensed barbers, and that's a barber topic. That can be a real debate
Yeah.
with barbers. I personally, my opinion on that is, I feel, not knocking any non-licensed barbers down, but I just feel that, me as a owner, I'm more secure with licensed barbers because of the fact that they took the time out of their day to go to school just like I did. They realized they want to make a career out of it. They're taking barbering serious versus non-licensed barbers could just be like, yo, I want to be a barber. And then the next day, oh, it ain't working out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, hiring licensed barbers, I feel more secure. And
As a business owner.
as a business owner, knowing that these guys are licensed, these guys are going to school, they want to be a barber. So again, I'm blessed with the barbers that I got right now. I got a couple barbers, and they're all from the area, and they've all been there, done that, and they're just there to work, bro, and there to cut hair, and they got a passion for it. So pretty happy about that.
As a barber, you develop a type of relationship with your clientele. What kind of people do you cut?
Bro, I cut all kinds of people.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I can't sit there and be like, I want to cut your hair. I don't want to cut your. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is what it is. I cut different people, bro, and some people, they could be hood. Some people could be businessmen, kids. I don't discriminate, bro. Like, to be honest, like, I mean, if you want me to cut your kid's hair, I'll cut it. I'm not that type of barber that's gonna be like, hey, I don't cut kids' hair, like, cause I know there's barbers like that. But I'll do it all, bro.
Because
I don't discriminate.
it's difficult to cut a kid's hair, especially if
Heck,
that kid keeps moving, crying.
Yeah. I just had a client call me. He's like, hey, you cut kids' hair? Like, yeah, bro. Like, if your kid lets me cut his hair, I'll cut his hair. But
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if the kid don't let you do nothing or put a finger on him, or and I mean, hey, sorry, I tried.
Do you have any type of tips for that? Like, what do you usually do when the kid is struggling like that?
I guess I'll say just be patient. To be honest, it takes patience, and yeah, that's the best you can do. Just patience. Oh, also tell the parents to help you, bro, because a lot of parents, like, there's not a lot, but some parents, they just leave their kid right there and let you deal with them. But nah, like, if the kid's crazy, hey, come help me out. Hold his head, like, you want it to be a good haircut, then come help me out. So that's just one thing, I'm patient. So
have you had anybody that you used to cut, or like a client that you're like, you know what, he's truly a friend, like I kick it with him on our days off, you know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah, bro, I have a couple of those, but I also have people who were my friends before I was a barber, and now they support me too.
Mm.
So, but honestly, I consider all my customers my friends, bro. To be honest, you're a friend, bro, and I only know you from, the barbershop.
Yeah.
And I consider you a friend, a homie. People's, hey, Injekt, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's the homie.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's funny because my girls, we're always talking, and I'm always like, my friend, talking about, this friend or that friend. It's like, dang, how many friends you got? You don't even got no friends.
On your days off, you're alone.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. Well, I'm talking about my customer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I consider all of them my friends, and there are those certain ones that I'll ball up with, I'll play basketball with, or we'll just hang out, or whatever.
Have you I know I had to ask my first barber that I had on the podcast this question, man. Is it weird to see somebody outside the barbershop that used to get a haircut from you, and then you're like, damn, like an ex type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny. No, yeah, you see somebody, and like me personally, like, I want to cut everybody's hair, but unfortunately, I can't cut everybody's hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if I see you and I genuinely miss you and I miss your presence, bro, just seeing you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, what's up?" You know, like
Yeah.
it's not that I'm mad that you went. I just miss you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like I miss seeing you. You know, like
Yeah.
no homo. Like you
Yeah.
build relationships with these people, bro. Like some
Yeah.
people say barbers are like counselors.
Yeah.
For
Straight up,
some
they are.
people. So there's times where it's not really as far as me being jealous, because I stay booked, bro, and thank God for that. And like I said, I can't cut everybody's hair, and I know that. And I know that if somebody asks me for a haircut and I'm booked for the day, I know that they have to get a haircut and they might go somewhere else. And if you sit there and you wait a week till I'm available, man, hats off to you, and I really appreciate that. For any of my customers that do that, man, thank you guys. But the only thing is, like, when you see your customer with the bad haircut,
Ah.
that's when you get that's when you get mad. You're like, bro, really? Like, come on, I got you. I'm
Yeah.
better than that. Like, why you choose somebody else? But that's about it, bro.
Yeah. Just like I see you got your shirt on, man. You got
Yeah,
blessings. You made it into your own brand.
yeah.
And that's dope. You don't see a lot of people do that. How was that? How was the process of making it into your own brand, making your own shirts? I don't know what else you have. Do you have anything else? Because I know you sell your shirts at the
Yeah,
shop too,
yeah.
right?
I sell them. I mean, I just knew I had to brand myself, bro. I knew, like, this is me. This is me. So, I want to make shirts. I want to make a logo. The first logo was a quick like logo that I just made real quick just to start the shop up. But this one I actually paid good money for it to get it customized, get it real nice, and you won't see nobody with this logo. Like, yeah, they might have the name in other cities or states, but this logo they won't have it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's your logo.
So yeah, that's why I did it customized.
But how many shirts do you have?
I only have one. I have personal ones. Like if I have an idea, I'll make like personal ones.
Oh, okay.
It's just something I like to do.
Because I remember you had a lot of designs, or maybe I'm
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah,
You
yeah,
did
yeah.
have, right?
I had a couple, but those are just personal ones. I have an idea, I'll throw it on a shirt if someone likes it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nah, yeah. Owning your own business, like, what has changed now? I know it got easier now because you've been in what year is it now that you had this year two?
Whoa, yeah, going on year two, bro. It opened beginning like January, February of 2018. So 2020 will be like 2 years, bro. So
That's
it's going
dope.
on 2 years.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So how does it? What's the difference between just cutting hair at somebody else's shop and cutting hair in your own shop?
Um, Pretty much just being able to run the business how you want it. Treat the customers how you want them to be treated, and yeah, bro. I mean, it's just a big plus for me. It's been good. It's been hard. I mean, for me, I'm a barber. My business supports me as a barber. You know what I mean? Like, so like I need my business. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
of course, one day, maybe hope to God I'll be able to like leave the shop. I mean, not that that's my plan. Like, some people have asked me like, are you ever gonna get to that point where you just
Don't want to
stop
cut
cutting
hair.
hair?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And it has to go to
Of
that point,
course,
right?
that's the plan.
That's the
You know
goal.
what I mean? But to be honest, that's not like I love my customers. Like my wife asked me one time. She's like, if we have kids, are you gonna ever stop cutting hair? Like, and I was like, honestly, like I love my customers. Like, we have a bond. Like, plus I don't want to do them like that. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gone, guys. Go find a new
Like,
barber. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I've been cutting these people's hair for like 8 years now.
Oh,
Some
you have
people.
people like
Oh
that.
yeah, some people like 8 years. Some people a long time. So almost a decade.
Yeah.
So that's so I told her, maybe I'll get to this day where, like I'll just cut on the weekdays only and take the weekends off, or, maybe just cut weekends only and take the week off. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The
You never
future.
know what. Yeah, the
I don't
future
know what it
holds.
has to hold, but pretty much like yeah, it's hard. It's hard. sometimes it gets a little complicated being a barber, full-time barber, trying to run a shop. Not only that, trying to keep your employees happy on top of your customers and their customers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it gets tough, bro. I don't think a lot of people, including my own barbers, really understand that, because they're just go to work every day. But me, I try to keep it going. I try to promote. I try to keep it clean in there. We're all men.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
can get dirty sometimes.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, bro, and just it's a lot, bro. Making sure the bills get paid, and it's a lot, bro. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's worth it.
You were born and raised in San Bernardino. How important was it for you to have your barber shop in San Bernardino?
Very important. My plan for San Bernardino is, you know, I'll be if I ever open multiple shops, I'll be proud and glad to be like, yo, the originals in San Bernardino. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just because that's where I started, that's where I'm from, and I hope to give back to the city. That's another plan. Like, I actually want to start a Toys for Tots, like, um, doing all kinds of stuff like that for the city. I want to give back. I'm barely getting, a little on my feet with the shop, so I can't wait till I get to that point where I can just give back.
Yeah, especially I mean, like I said, it's year two, and I know those first couple of years are gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
harsh.
yeah,
And I mean, now I'm pretty sure you're getting over the hump, and now you're kind of like, okay,
yeah,
I got a handle now. So
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's dope, man. How does it feel to have your own shop? Like, you're like, bro, this is dope. Like, did you?
It's
I know
cool.
you saw yourself doing it, but now
Yeah.
you're doing it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's cool, bro. I mean, I just try to stay as humble as possible, and I don't ever, yeah, I'm a shop owner. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? Like, yeah, I'm never like that, bro. I'm just grateful, and even you could even ask my barbers, bro. Like, I'm like a friend, and
Yeah.
I even try to keep it cool with them, and I even tell them like, yo, I want to be more like your friend, not your boss. And they know that. I know they can tell because I'm never in there bossing them around. Of course, if something needs to be said, or if something's not the way that up to blessing standards, then I gotta let it be known. But as far as being a shop owner, bro, I mean, it's cool. But never, I don't ever go around, bragging about it. It's just a blessing,
Yeah. Have you had to like be like, yo, man, I'm gonna put my foot down right here. You can't. That
Oh
can't happen.
yeah, heck yeah, plenty of times, bro. I mean, like you said, barbers are barbers. I'm sure everyone, came across the barber that does what he wants when he wants. So when you come to blessing, it's different, bro. Like, we're here for the people. We're here to love the people, show them something different, and that's my goal for blessings. Is you're not going into an average San Bernardino barbershop, and I say that proudly. You go in and you, like you said, you felt different. You went in and you seen this ain't no normal San Bernardino barbershop. Like, I'm trying to do it different, bro. Like, something good can come out of San Bernardino. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt more positive, like a positive energy there,
Yeah.
and I could tell how it was just different than other ones. Cause when you walk in onto other ones, you hear some corridos playing, you see beer getting passed around, and then here it was just different, and I noticed that, and I'm pretty sure it was more family oriented too.
Yeah, that's my goal. Family oriented. Like being a barber so long, like I noticed. Once I had a friend who told me, "Dang, bro, like I can't bring my son." That's when honestly, the day my friend told me this was the day that my eyes were open, bro. When my friend told me he couldn't bring his son to get a haircut, at Superfades because there was just too much going on there. And I was just like, what? Like, people feel that way. Obviously, my own friend. And I was just like, dang. And I noticed people would come and go, you know what I mean? And obviously, there's a reason why. So really, like, I was like, yo, something has to change. I gotta do something. I can't change people. I can change though.
Yeah,
I can change my atmosphere. I can I can do something. So that was pretty much my goal, bro. Like people can bring their kids. Um, you know, they don't gotta worry about their kids seeing certain things that they don't want them to see, and you know, also, there's a lot of single mothers in San Bernardino, bro, who don't have dads. Kids don't have dads, and the moms want to be able to come in and bring their kids to, not have their kids see like crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I did it for everybody. I did it for the families, and for single moms, and just everybody, so that they could come in and feel good and not worry about things.
You've done changes to your shop since you first opened it, right? Like,
Yeah.
you used to have a pool table, and
Pool
I saw they
table.
just got rid of it. Why'd you get rid of it?
Well, my intentions were, people were gonna come in, grown folks, and play some pool, have a little vibe going, but no one did it, bro. Like, honestly, I think I blame phones for it. Phones had more to do with it, bro. Like, people go in, they sit down, they get on their phone, bro. Technology,
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm on my phone too, but just the vibe wasn't there for the pool table like I thought it was gonna be. That was my plan. That is the route I wanted to go. So I'm sorry if anyone was upset with that, but really it just didn't work out. It was just the kids playing around on it and balls flying everywhere,
Yeah.
and it just got to the point where I was like, okay, like this ain't working out. So, I took that and I decided to expand the shop. And with that being said, the pool table had to go, and I was able to expand a little bit.
You say you started with just you and by yourself, and then you had
Yeah.
two more barbers.
Yeah.
How many chairs do you have now?
Um, right now we have 6, but we're in construction right now, and we're expanding. So there's gonna be 12 chairs.
12 chairs. Do you
12
already
chairs.
have like barbers to fill those chairs?
Nah,
Or?
I don't. Nope.
So you're hiring.
I'm hiring.
So get at
Yeah.
him if you're a licensed barber.
Yes,
If you're a
sir.
licensed barber, get at him, man. Do you have any advice for any barber or any person that's cutting hair, even in high school, like you started, just
Mhm.
cutting people's like hairs, like all their homies or anything, or anybody that's not licensed and is looking to get licensed, or has that thought about opening their own shop?
Yeah. So I would just say to the high schoolers, practice makes perfect. I still have cut like customers in high school, younger kids, like, hey, I'm cutting hair. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that's tight. It reminds me of myself. But I tell them, have you ever cut hair? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, what are you doing? Get your little cousin, get your little brother. Start messing their hairs up.
Hey,
You know
but
what I
that's if
mean?
they're willing, though. Like,
No.
yeah, because I mean, if they're not willing, they're over here asleep. You can't just cut their hair.
No, yeah. No, of course if they're willing, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta start somewhere. And I mean, you have to cut someone's hair, I mean, I don't care. I used to cut all my little brother's hairs, bro. Like, and now guess what? I hooked them up now. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna get a day where you're gonna be good, and you're gonna remember who supported you and who let you start on their hair, and you're gonna wanna like hook them up, because they helped you get where you're at today, and so that's for the high schoolers. Practice makes perfect. Don't think you're gonna be good overnight, because you're not. Everyone has to start somewhere. Um, Barbers, if you want to get your license, go to school. Um, I actually have a couple schools that there's a SB Academy you can go to, the Spot you can go to. Those are where some of my apprentices go to school at. Um, I actually attended. I don't know the exact name. I know they changed the name. That's why. But it was at the adult school in San Bernardino Adult School. They have a barber program there. That's the best one because it's the cheapest. It's like $1,000, but you have to wake up like 5 in the morning and stand in that line because barbers coming from LA, San Diego, Victorville, all around trying to get in right there, bro.
Damn, that's
Because
crazy.
it's the best one, because it's the cheapest and best one. But if not, you can go to the Spot, this SB Academy, and pay like 4 G's.
I mean,
I mean, but hey,
if you don't want to wake up at 5 in the morning,
yeah,
go ahead.
but I would suggest wake up. Shoot, I'll be up at like save 3 Gs. I'll wake up at 3 in the morning if I had to, you know. But then again, I mean, that's if you want to do it, you know. If that's if you have the passion for it. But yeah, man, and anyone trying to open their shop, you know, just like I said, it takes a leap of faith. You know, the worst that could happen is you fail, but you learn from it, you get back up, and you try again.
How do you feel about competing? Have you ever been in a competition? I know they have conventions and competitions like that, right?
Yeah. I like it. It's cool. I competed once, but I don't know. I personally felt that the one that I was in was rigged, just because, you know, like the people who were judging, like the barbers that worked in their shop won.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But I personally felt like I did better. I mean, and I actually had others tell me that mine was better and that I should have won. So that's the reason I felt that way. So I mean, those things, I mean, I don't want to say I hope they're not rigged. Hopefully it was just the one that I went to, that I was in, but I just got to the point where I was like, "Oh, that's not my main goal." You know, I want to, you know, eventually open a shop. And really, there's a barber saying, it says either like, do you want to be famous or do you want to be booked? So like, you can be Instagram famous as a barber all day as you want, but are you booked in your own city? You know what I mean? Like, are you cutting hair all day, or are you sitting down on Instagram? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want? You know, like being Instagram famous ain't gonna really do nothing. But being booked is gonna support your family and, you know, be able to
pay the bills.
Pay the bills, exactly. So, you know.
So for everybody that's wondering about you and how can they get a hold of you, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Blessings Barbershop, on Google, Blessings Barbershop. Also Instagram, we have an Instagram, Blessings BS, Blessings Barbershop, but short for Blessings BS. And yeah, I mean, you could hit up me if you want to hit me up personally and get a haircut for me. I'm under D Blessed Hands on Instagram. So I mean, I have a easy booking system. You go online, you go on my Instagram, you click the link, but first you gotta download this app. It's called the Cut app.
Okay.
Download the app.
I've heard about that app.
Click the link in my bio and book whatever time you want. Easy. That's another thing about barbering nowadays. We're making it easy for you guys. You guys don't gotta call. You guys don't gotta squeeze in. You just go online, book your time. There you go.
For sure, man. And that was another podcast episode for you. D Blessed, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
you
problem.
for showing up,
Thank you for
man.
having me, bros.
And just keep the hustle going, man.
Yeah,
Till next time.
For sure.
I late.